Very good evening to all my dear students and welcome to Online Benchers by Example. I welcome you all on this important session of today's evening at 4 p.m. and it's me Chandan Raushan, your mentor, who welcomes you all on this particular session of today. I request you all to please quickly connect with me and if possible, please do share and please do like the session. Everybody, it's a request to all of you, so kindly share the session as well as like the session. And those people who are live on the class, please do connect with me as quickly as possible. So let's begin with the session for today. First of all, to begin with, I would like to first of all tell all of you about the Parivartan 2.0, which is offering you 70 plus courses with a validity of 1 year under one subscription. This is the most important thing that you need to understand, and also try to understand one thing. In order to avail all these 70 plus courses, what you need to do is that you need to download the Example official app from the Google Play Store, and the contact details are 9873111552, and you can also contact us through WhatsApp on the number 844-811-6245. Remember one thing, under Parivartan 2.0, these 70 plus courses includes the UP Special, Railway courses, Defense courses, technical exams, teaching, SSC, banking, Bihar Special, MP Special, Rajasthan and other examinations. And remember one thing, all these 70 courses you can simply avail for paying rupees 1499 with a validity of 1 year. Please do remember that. Okay. And it's a request to all of you to please kindly attain all these YT sessions on the SSC and Railway Exams English Medium channel under the name Super 30. These sessions starts early in the morning at 8 a.m. with Amit Shishodia sir for daily vocab. 1 p.m. you have Neha Joshi ma'am with the reasoning section. Then at 2 p.m. you have English with Amit Shishodia sir. At 4 p.m. it's the GS section with me. And then Mathematics at 7 p.m. with Dipendra Singh sir, and at 8 p.m. you have Current Affairs with Quasif sir. Okay, the very first question for today is that unemployment which happens when people are not able to find the jobs during some month of the year is called as which type of unemployment? If a person is unemployed, unemployed and is unable to find any opportunity during some months of the year, then he is said to be educated unemployed, structural unemployed, seasonal unemployed, or complete unemployed. Please go for the answer. What sort of unemployment will it be called when a person is unable to find the opportunity, for few months in a year? For few months in a year, if a person is unable to get the opportunity, is unable to find the opportunity, then he will be categorized under which type of unemployment? This is the question for you. Please go for the reply, please go for the answer. This will be called as which type of unemployment? We will call them seasonal unemployed. Do remember that. In India, what is the accepted average calorie requirement per person per day in the urban areas? How much calorie is needed by a people living in the urban areas if he wants to be above the BPL category? In order to be above the BPL category, how much percentage of calorie intake is required by an individual who is living in the urban areas? This is the question for you. Please go for the reply. Remember one thing, according to the Lakadwala committee, in the rural areas and in the urban areas, 2400 calorie per day is required in the rural and 2100 calorie per day is required in the urban area. So A will be the correct answer. Is that cleared with everybody? Okay, let's focus on the next important question. Rabi crops are grown during which of the following seasons? Summer season, rainy season, winter, or the spring? Please tell me about this. When are the Rabi crops cultivated or it is grown? During which of the following seasons? Summer, rainy, winter, or the spring? This is the question for you. Always remember one thing, when we talk about the Rabi crops, you see we have mainly two types of crop. Kharif, this is an Arabic word which means summer or autumn, and Rabi is basically is in the which one? Winter. C is the correct answer. Apart from the Prime Minister, who among the following appoints other ministers of the Union Cabinet? Is it the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court? Is it the Vice President of the country, or is it the President? So who is entitled to appoint other ministers of the Union Cabinet other than the Prime Minister? So apart from PM, who among the following appoints the other ministers of the Union Cabinet? Is it the Speaker? Is it the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court? Is it the Vice President of the country, or is it the President of the country? Who is authorized to do so? So the answer will be President. Okay, I'm changing the ink color, don't worry. Who among the following administers the oath of office and secrecy to the Vice President of the country? The Vice President of India takes the oath in the presence of which among the following? Is it A, the Prime Minister? Is it B, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court? Is it the President of the country? Or is it the Lok Sabha Speaker? It's whom? In the presence of what? In the presence of which of the following does the Vice President of the country takes the oath? The Vice President of the country takes the oath in the presence of who among the following? Is it the Prime Minister? Is it the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court? Is it the President, or is it the Lok Sabha Speaker? This is the question for you. Please go for the answer. The answer will be, it's the President of the country. If a Gram Panchayat is dissolved or disintegrated, then within what period of time the next elections are done? If the Gram Panchayat is dissolved or disintegrated, then what period of time the next elections are conducted? 2.5 years, after the gap of 2.5 years? It is after the gap of 1 year? Is it after the gap of 6 months? Or is it after the gap of 3 months? These are the four options given to you. And the question is that if a Gram Panchayat is dissolved or disintegrated, then within what time period the next elections are likely to be conducted? 2.5 years, 1 year, 6 months, or 3 months? This is the question. So it will be 6 months. This is the answer. Next question is that by which constitutional amendment the education was brought to the concurrent list from the state list? By which of the following constitutional amendment act the subject of education was brought to the concurrent list from the state list? If it is under the concurrent list, it means it will have the consensus of both the central as well as the state government. If it is under the state list, it will have the complete say of the state government. And if it is under the union list, it will have the complete say of the which one you can say union government. So is it the 28th amendment, 38th, 42nd, or 48th? What will be the answer? 42nd Amendment Act 1976, which is also called as the mini constitution. Mini constitution. It was done by Indira Gandhi government. Which one of the following newspapers was started by Bal Gangadhar Tilak? Which one of the following newspaper was started by Bal Gangadhar Tilak? Is it Kesari? Is it the Hindu? Is it the Statesman? Or is it the Tribune? Which one of the following newspapers was started by BG Tilak or the Bal Gangadhar Tilak? This is the question for you. Is it the Kesari? Is it the Hindu? Is it the Statesman? Or is it the Tribune? You will say it's the Kesari. Which of the following dynasties was associated with the Ahiol inscription? Is it A, the Parmar dynasty? Is it the Chalukyas of Badami? Is it the Chol dynasty? Or is it the Rashtrakoot dynasty? Which of the following dynasties was associated with the Ahiol inscription? With Ahiol inscription, we can associate which of the following dynasty? This is the question for you. Please go for the answer. So the answer will be which one you will say is the Chalukya dynasty. Who among the following ruled the Magad after the Mauryan dynasty? After the decline of the Mauryan dynasty, the Magad was ruled by which of the following? Is it the Haryak? Is it the Shishunag? Is it the Shung? Is it the Nand? Or none of the above or more than one of the above? Who among the following ruled the Magad after the decline of the Mauryan dynasty? Exactly. This is the question for you. The answer will be the Shung dynasty. Which Mughal ruler transferred the capital of Mughal Empire from Agra to Delhi for the permanent? Which Mughal ruler is known for the transferring of the capital of Mughal Empire from Agra to Delhi on the permanent basis? This is the question. Which Mughal ruler transferred the capital of Mughal Empire from Agra to Delhi permanently? Is it A, Humayun? Is it B, Aurangzeb? Is it C, Babur? Or is it D, Shah Jahan? Who is known to have transferred the capital of Mughal Empire from Agra to Delhi on the permanent basis? This is the question. You see, in this question, don't get confused. First of all, first is the Haryak, second is Sisunag, then comes the Nand, then comes the Maurya, and after Mauryan comes the Sisunag. First is Haryak, then Shishunag, then Nand, then Maurya. Then Sung, and after Shung dynasty we have Greek, Sak, Parthian and Kusan, GSPK. So it was Shah Jahan who permanently transferred the Mughal capital, Mughal capital from Agra to which one you can say Delhi. Is that clear to everybody? So D will be the answer. Salal Dam is built on which of the following rivers? Is it Chenab? Is it Mahanadi? Is it Krishna or is it Satluj? On the bank of which of the following river the Salal Dam has been constructed? This is the question for you. What will you say? Remember one code, BDS Chenab. BDS Chenab. This is Baglihar. Then comes Dulhasti. And then we have the Salal Dam. This Baglihar, Dulhasti and Salal Dam, they all have been constructed on the which one you can say Chenab River. So A will be the correct answer. Which of the following is not a water harvesting method that is used in Rajasthan? Which of the following is not a water harvesting, is water conservation method that is not used in Rajasthan? Is it the Johad? Is it the Khadin? Is it the Guls or Kuls, or is it the Tanka? Which of the following is not a water harvesting method that is used in Rajasthan? This is the question for you. Is not a water harvesting method used in Rajasthan? What will you say? It's the Gul or Kuls. This technique is mostly used in the hilly areas. For irrigation purpose. The distance of 1 degree longitude on Earth is almost equal to which of the following? Is it 24 kilometer? Is it 69 kilometer? Is it 111 kilometer? Or is it 152 kilometer? What is the difference between 1 degree of longitude? The distance of 1 degree longitude on Earth is almost equal to which of the following? This is the question for you. This will be 111 kilometers. So C will be the correct answer. What is the percentage of expansion, that is the coverage of continents of the Earth's surface? 24 to 25%, 29 to 30%, 33 to 34%, and 42 to 43%. What is the percentage of expansion of continents of the Earth's surface? Percentage of expansion of continents of the Earth's surface. This will be 29 to 30%. Who among the following scientists has used the word protoplasm for the first time for living cells? The word protoplasm have been coined or have been used by for the first time for the living cells by whom? Is it Robert Hooke? Is it Leeuwenhoek? Is it Purkinje? Or is it the Robert Brown? Who among the following scientists have used the word protoplasm for the first time in terms of the living cells? For the living cells, which of the following scientists have used the word protoplasm for the first time? Is it Robert Hooke? Is it Leeuwenhoek? Is it Purkinje? Or is it the Robert Brown? You see, the answer will be Robert. Robert Hooke has coined the term, which one you can say? Cell. Leeuwenhoek is known for the blood. What is the branch of science that studies the human skin? Is it the pteridology? Is it the skinology? Is it the dermatology, or is it the biophysics? Which of the following branch of science is related to the studies of the human skin? This is the question for you. Pteridology is studied for the ferns of plant, and the answer will be dermatology for the skin study. Who among the following gave the principle of survival of the fittest? The theory survival of the fittest has been given by whom? Is it A. Charles Darwin? Is it B. Albert Einstein? Is it Gregor Mendel? Or is it the Lamarck? Who among the following is known to have given the principle of survival of the fittest? This is the question for you. The principle of survival of the fittest has been given by which of the following? Is it Charles Darwin? Is it Albert Einstein? Is it Gregor Mendel? Or is it the Lamarck? Please tell me about this. So answer will be which option? Charles Darwin. Sleeping sickness disease spreads due to which of the following insect? Which of the following insect is responsible for the spread of the sleeping sickness? Is it the bed bugs? Is it the louse? Is it the sese fly? Or is it the sand fly? Which of the following is responsible for the spread of sleeping sickness? Please tell me about this. The answer will be sese fly. What is the ultimate product of glycolysis? Is it ethyl alcohol? Is it carbon dioxide? Is it pyruvic acid? Or is it the glucose? What is the ultimate product of the glycolysis? Please go for the reply. What you will say, it's the pyruvic acid. From the given options, identify the tissue which has a cell made up of dense cytoplasm, thin cellulose walls, and prominent vacuoles. From these four options, you have to identify the tissue which has a cell which is made up of dense cytoplasm, thin cellulose walls, and prominent vacuoles. Is it collenchyma? Is it sclerenchyma? Is it meristeme? Is it parenchyma? From the given options, identify the tissue which has a cell which is made up of dense cytoplasm, thin cellulose walls, and prominent vacuoles. It will be meristeme. Which type of sound waves can propagate in solids? Is it longitudinal only, transverse only, either longitudinal or transverse, or the non-mechanical waves only? This is the question for you. Which type of sound waves can propagate in the solid medium? Longitudinal, transverse, either longitudinal or transverse, or the non-mechanical waves only? Please go for the reply. What type of sound waves can propagate in the solids? You will say it's the C option. It can be either of the two. Newton meter is the SI unit of which of the following physical quantity? Newton meter is the SI unit of which of the following physical quantities? Is it A, acceleration? Is it B, torque? Is it C, power? Or is it D, force? Newton meter is the SI unit of which of the following physical quantities? Acceleration, torque, power, or force? Good afternoon. Hardik Barma, welcome to the class, and Hardik, welcome. This is the B, torque. About how many liters are there in a barrel? We all know that we import the oil from the foreign countries, especially from the OPEC group of nations, into the barrel. Barrel is the unit in which the oils are imported from the international market. Now the question is that how many liters are there in a barrel? Is it 190? Is it 109? Is it 159? Or is it 169? We have the four options given over here. And the question is that how many liters are there in the barrel? One barrel is equivalent to how many of liters? This is the question for you. What will be the answer? 159 liters. C will be the correct option. All of you, please don't forget to like and share the session. How many watts are there in a metric horsepower? How many watts are there in a metric horsepower? Is it 736 watt? Is it 646 watt? Is it 446 watt? 546 watt? Or is it 446 watts? What is there in a metric horsepower? How many watts are there in a metric horsepower? Is it 736? Is it 646? Is it 546? Is it 446? Remember, this is the 736. So guys, please don't forget to subscribe to our Parivartan 2.0, which provides you or gives you the access to 70 plus courses with a validity of 1 year. And in order to have the access to all these courses, you can download the Exampur official app from the Google Play Store, and you can also make a call to us to inquire about all these courses on 9873 111 552, and you can also WhatsApp us on 844 811 6245. Under this Parivartan 2.0, in which we are offering you 70 plus courses, it includes the course related to the UP special batches, railway batches, defense, technical exams, teaching, SSC, banking, Bihar special, MP special, Rajasthan special, and other competitive exams. And all these 70 plus courses can easily be availed just for paying rupees 1499, and these courses have a validity of 1 year. It is having the validity of how much? You will say 1 year. And remember one thing, in order, I would like to remind you all that please don't forget to attain all these YT sessions on our Exampur SSC and Railway Exams English Medium channel, which is brought to you by all these faculties of our group. We have Amit Shishodia sir with the daily vocab at 8 AM, Neha Joshi ma'am with reasoning at 1 PM, Amit Shishodia sir with English at 2 PM. It's me, Chandan Raushan, at 4 PM with the GS section. At 7 PM we have Deependra Singh sir for mathematics, and then we have 8 PM you have the current affairs with Quasif Ansari sir. So guys, this is all for the today's class. See you tomorrow at the same time on the same channel and with me. Till then, have a great evening, and just do take very good care of yourself and keep preparing with the Exampur to score better. Thank you so much guys. Love you all. Bye bye, and have a great evening ahead. Thank you so much guys.